If you're wondering which webcams are worth your money, stick around. After we run through each product, I'll give you my personal take. Would I buy it or would I skip it? No fluff, just my honest opinion. Let's get into it.
Elgato Facecam Pro. This thing is the king of webcams, serving a buttery smooth 4K video at 60 frames per second, which no other webcam on the market does. The downside is it's a total diva. It needs perfect lighting or it gets noisy, it has no microphone so you have to bring your own, and it costs a fortune. Would I buy it? Maybe, if I was a streamer with money to burn and a professional lighting setup. Otherwise, it's like buying a Ferrari to go grocery shopping.
OBSbot Tiny SE. Meet the StalkerBot 9000, a little camera on a gimbal that physically follows you around the room with its AI tracking, which is pretty damn cool for a webcam that costs just $100. It only shoots in 1080p, so you won't look as crispy as your friends with the 4K cams, and the tracking sometimes gets confused and decides your houseplant is the main character now. Would I buy it? Yes. For this price, getting an AI camera that follows you is an incredible value, even if its microphone is just okay and it can't do 4K.
Anker PowerConf C920X. Anker calls this a 2K webcam, which is a bit of a marketing gimmick since it's just a tiny bit more resolution than 1080p, but the image is surprisingly sharp for a budget cam, and it does well in low light. The autofocus can get a little lost sometimes, and if you move around too much, your face might look like it's entering a warp drive, plus the image can look grainy even in good light. Would I buy it? Yes, if I was on a tight budget, because it's a solid performer for the money, and as a handy privacy shutter to hide from your boss.
Logitech Brio 4K. This webcam delivers video so ridiculously clear, it will show every single pore and flaw on your face in glorious 4K, which might be more detail than anyone needs. It's packed with every feature imaginable, like high dynamic range and fantastic auto light correction, but you'll definitely pay a premium for looking too good. Would I buy it? No, it's expensive, and the video quality is so high it feels like a personal attack, making it better for a business setting than my chaotic live streams.
NexiGo N930AF. This is the Toyota Corolla of webcams. It's a super affordable plug-and-play device that just works without any fuss, giving you sharp 1080p video that's good enough to see the split ends in your hair. It's not fancy, the 65-degree field of view is fixed and not very wide, and it's basically on par with the classic Logitech C920, so don't expect it to reinvent the wheel. Would I buy it? Yes, it's a fantastic value for a simple webcam that gets the job done with a clear picture and a decent mic without emptying your wallet. OBSbot Meet SE. This thing is a budget beast, punching way above its $69 price tag with shockingly good low-light performance and AI tracking. But you need its software running for the magic to happen, and the autofocus can sometimes get a little lost in the dark. Would I buy it? Yes, for this price. It makes webcams like the legendary C920 look like they need to hit the gym and rethink their life choices.
Logitech Brio 500. So Logitech decided to give us HDR and a nifty desk view mode, which is cool for showing off your sick Funko Pop collection, but the image is kind of mediocre and soft, and the 90-degree field of view without any nice background blur makes your messy room the main character. Would I buy it? Maybe, if you're a Logitech fanboy and need that desk view. But honestly, the video quality for a $130 webcam doesn't exactly scream upgrade. NexiGo N60. Okay, this is one of the cheapest webcams you can find that isn't a potato, delivering a surprisingly decent color picture for your Zoom calls. But the image gets pixelated and streaky if you move too fast, and low light performance is basically a modern art installation of grain and despair. Would I buy it? No, unless I absolutely needed a webcam for $5 and a half-eaten sandwich. It's better than most laptop cameras, but that's a low bar to clear. Logitech StreamCam. This thing pushes out a buttery smooth 1080p at 60 frames per second that looks superb if you have 1,000 watts of light pointed at your face, but try to use it in a dimly lit room and it produces more noise than a heavy metal concert. The autofocus is so enthusiastic it'll probably try to focus on a ghost behind you, and while the sound is surprisingly decent, the 78-degree field of view is a bit narrow for streaming. Would I buy it? Maybe, if you're a content creator just starting out with more cash to burn than sense, because for this price you could get a cheaper webcam and invest in better lighting.
Razer Kiyo Pro Ultra 4K. This webcam has a sensor so large it might have its own gravitational pull, delivering incredible 4K image quality and a beautiful depth of field that will show every single pore on your face in horrifying detail. The catch is that this thing is an absolute unit, so massive and heavy it'll probably snap your laptop's screen off. And since most streaming platforms cap you at 1080p, all that 4K power is just for showing off. Would I buy it? No, because this is the definition of overkill. It's like using a sledgehammer to crack a nut, and my laptop's hinge would file for divorce.
Insta360 Link 2. This little stalker sits on a gimbal and uses artificial intelligence to follow you around the room, delivering sharp 4K video that makes other webcams envious. However, if your lighting is anything less than perfect, the picture gets so grainy it looks like you're being hunted by Slender Man. And you have to use hand gestures like you're trying to land a plane just to get it to zoom. Would I buy it? Yes, if you're a streamer who moves around a lot and wants to feel like you're living in the future, even if it quietly judges you in low light.
OBSbot Tiny 2. This thing is basically a pocket-sized filmmaking robot, packing a high-quality 4K sensor and a full-on gimbal into a body so small it's kind of absurd, with AI tracking that is scarily reliable. The video quality is fantastic, even in tough lighting conditions, thanks to its dual native ISO, but the software is a chunky boy that takes up nearly a gigabyte of space, and the price will make your wallet cry. Would I buy it? Yes. This little beast is a top choice if you want premium tracking and image quality without a monster-sized camera, as long as you can spare the hard drive space.
OBSbot Meet 2. This is pretty much the Tiny 2 sibling that skipped gimbal day at the gym. You get that gorgeous 4K image and slick AI features in an impossibly small plug-and-play package. It's so easy to set up, it's almost suspicious. But the autofocus can occasionally have a brief existential crisis and focus on the wall behind you instead of your face. Would I buy it? Maybe. It's one of the best mid-range webcams out there if you don't need the robotic gimbal, but its big brother offers more flexibility if you can stretch your budget.
Logitech C920S. This thing is the granddaddy of webcams, the old reliable that gives you crisp 1080p video at 30 frames per second and even comes with a physical privacy shutter so the FBI can't watch you pick your nose. The downside is that in low light, it makes your face look grainier than a slice of whole wheat bread, and the autofocus can be a bit slow on the uptake, kind of like me before my morning coffee. Would I buy it? Yes, it's the undisputed king of being good enough for basically everything, offering fantastic performance for a price that won't make your wallet cry.
Razer Kiyo Pro. This webcam is a beast in low light, using some kind of voodoo called Starvis technology to make you look shockingly clear, even if your only light source is your monitor and a flickering candle, all while delivering a smooth 1080p at 60 frames per second. However, it costs a small fortune compared to its predecessor. And they ditched the famous ring light, so you're basically paying more to look good in the dark, which feels like a deal with the devil. Would I buy it? Maybe, if I was a professional streamer who lived in a cave and had money to burn, but for the average person, it's probably overkill.
Logitech C920X. Meet the C920S's slightly different twin that delivers the exact same solid 1080p video at 30 frames per second, has great stereo mics, and is pretty much a plug-and-play dream for anyone who just wants to not look like a blurry potato on their work calls. The catch is that it's basically the same camera Logitech's been selling for years, and its main feature is a software trial you'll probably never use. It's like getting a free gym membership with a donut. Would I buy it? Yes, if it's a few bucks cheaper than the C920S, because saving money is my favorite sport.
Streamplify Cam. For a budget option, this little guy surprisingly punches above its weight with full 1080p resolution at 60 frames per second, which is pretty wild for something this affordable. And it even has auto light enhancement to try and save you from looking like a silhouette. But let's be honest, the whole thing feels like it's made out of recycled plastic bottles, and the permanently attached USB cable is a disaster waiting to happen if you ever trip on it. Would I buy it? No, because even though 60 frames per second for this price is tempting, the cheap build quality gives me trust issues.
Elgato Facecam MK2. This is a massive upgrade from the original, giving you gorgeous, uncompressed 1080p, 60 frames per second video with colors that actually look natural instead of making you look like you have a bad sunburn. The big what the hell moment is that it has no microphone whatsoever, so it's all-seeing but has no voice, and the new privacy shutter is designed to make you smudge the lens with your grubby fingers every time you use it. Would I buy it? Maybe. If I was a serious streamer who already owns a fancy separate microphone and demands the absolute best image quality, but for anyone else, it's an expensive eye that can't even talk. Thanks for watching. I hope this video helped you pick the webcams for you. If you have any questions, drop a comment below. Links to all of these products mentioned in this video will be in the description.